Okay, students, now you have learned a lot about the oxidative phosphorylation, that is the formation of ATP through aerobic pathways which involve electron transport chain and the functioning of the ATP synthase, which ultimately give rise to the formation of ATP. As like other processes, oxidative phosphorylation is also prone to problems and disorders, and the diseases are also related with oxidative phosphorylation, because the components which are responsible for the process of oxidative phosphorylation, they can undergo mutations which leads to different sort of disorder. For instance, there is a disease, Leber hereditary optic neuropathy, LHON. It is characterized by, as the name also mentions, some loss of vision, problem in the your eye, problems in the optic nerve, which leads to vision. There are many complexes which are involved, protein complexes which are involved in this gene, in this disease, but specifically they arise because of the mutation in the complex 1 of the electron transport chain. Again, the main vision is main symptom is the loss of the vision. It typically begins when you are very young, and it predominantly affects the male. Then there is mitochondrial encephalomyopathy. It is a neurological disorder often caused by the mitochondrial TL1 and MTND5 gene. Of course, they are also the genes which are involved in the functioning of the ETC, that is electron transport chain. Then there is myoclonic epilepsy with red fibers, MERRF. As the name shows, it is also, because it involves epilepsy, it is also a neurological disorder. It is characterized by myoclonus, seizures and optic degeneration. विजन लॉस भी इसमें होता है, आंखों को मसला होता है. It's caused by mutations in mitochondrial TK and mitochondrial TF genes. Then there is neuropathy, ataxia and retinitis pigmentosa, NARP. Again, it's a neurological disease, and also it affects your vision. It is caused by mutation in the mitochondrial ATP6 gene. Of course, again this gene is involved in the synthesis of ATP, and hence any mutation it will cause the disorder. It, as I mentioned, it encodes the one of the component of ATP synthase, the enzyme which gives rise to the formation of ATP. Then finally, there is Lee syndrome, a very severe neurological disorder, especially when you are very infant, in very first years of your life, its symptoms start appearing. It leads to progressive loss of mental abilities caused by mutations in the complex 1 and complex 4 subunit genes, the genes which are taking part in the formation of these complexes, that is complexes of ETC. When you are talking about and learning about this disorder, keep these things in mind, that oxidative phosphorylation is not only important, it is a crucial, it is indispensable. So, any problem in it will definitely lead to all sorts of problems in your body. Then there is a complexity of mitochondrial genetics also. So, usually we talk about nuclear genetics, then there is also mitochondria. So, they are dual nature, both mitochondria and the nuclear, that is the other cells genes or genes which are coming from the rather nucleus, they are also controlling this process of oxidative phosphorylation. Then you should also keep in mind the phenomena of maternal inheritance. You know, the mitochondria uh, are are inherited through the mothers, not through the fathers. So that's why the maternal inheritance is something we have to keep in mind whenever we are studying the diseases which are caused by mitochondrial genes. Primarily, neurological disorders are involved here, and their treatment is a challenge. I mean, anything which is inherited, any disease which is coming from parents, it's all very difficult, very difficult to treat those diseases. Sometimes they are sporadic, that is, they are non-inherited, but most of the time they are inherited. These diseases are inherited. So, what these diseases ask us to think what they want from us. Maybe it's better we ask ourselves that why so many neurological disorders are coming out of out of this whole story. I mean, if oxidative phosphorylation is going wrong, why the neurological processes are so much affected? Why there is maternal inheritance involved? It's very easy. It must not be difficult for you to answer. Why so many inherited disorders? So many inherited disorders. Not very difficult, but still you have to ponder on it. Treatment of such disorders. Whenever we talk about disorders, we have to think about treatments, whether or not there are treatments available. But as a student of science, you have to think what sort of treatments can be developed.